Marketing your company can often be an added expense in a down economy, so how can you effectively market your small to mid-sized business for little or nothing? Well, we are joined now by Sharon McDermott, owner of Pank LLC. Sharon, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about the company first off and what you went through to put it together.
The company is very, very new. I was fortunate enough to build relationships within the local chambers of commerce, local networking groups. So I actually, when I started, I had people that were looking to refer me to companies to market them. And primarily, I started off marketing companies that are restaurants and provide catering.
And you do this at events?
Yes, so usually if it's a catered event, you know, I promote the catering side of it. And if it's a restaurant, then sometimes I promote events that would take place at the restaurant.
Well, how difficult was that to do? I mean, everyone these days is struggling to keep a job. You were starting one. Is that something that you had planned out well in advance, or did you just get the idea and run with it?
It was a combination. I think once you decide to go about it, you have to just keep pushing with the context that you have, and you build on what research you've already done.
What you knew, what you already had planned.
Yes.
Well, what about the resistance that you find when there is a down economy like this? Was it tough? Were there certain hurdles that you had to overcome that anybody these days going through the same process would face?
Well, you do come across companies that, you know, right now they're not doing so well, but you have to keep in contact with them because you know it's going to turn around. And if what your client is offering kind of caters to a down economy, or the price is adjusted, or what they offer is adjusted, you know, people aren't looking for things that are as showy right now. You know, people are optimistic, yes.
Is it one of those things where there are avenues out there to go down where there is assistance or there's help or there's advice or guidance that you can easily access and maybe people don't know that they're even out there?
I rely heavily on my contacts at the different chambers of commerce, and I've also worked with other people that are starting their own business to kind of create our own support group, and we can feed off of each other, we can learn from each other, and you never know where your next lead is going to come from. It comes from sometimes in the most unsuspecting places, and you always keep yourself open when you're out and about. Just talk to people. It pays to be social because you never know where your leads are going to come from. And I also recommend using the social media that's out there.
Such as?
I started using Twitter, and I started using, you know, websites and also Facebook. You know, keep up with that. Dabble in it to start with, but I'd say keep at it.
It's kind of easy, free advertising these days, isn't it?
Exactly.
So if you're starting a business, you can instantly get your name out there on the net in those three forums so that when you are Googled or someone's looking for something that you offer, those are going to pop up pretty quickly, right? Are you getting business through those means, and would you expect as the business continues to grow, that will be a large part of it?
Well, you kind of start with your friends. You know, with any business, you start with your local community, your neighbors, and then it build out, because you know one person, and then they know five, you know, and then it keeps going from there. So I would say it's helpful. You know, some social media is more helpful than others.
Sure. All right. And of course, the Chamber of Commerce you mentioned certainly plays a big role there too. And of course, we will look for more success in the future from Pank LLC. Sharon McDermott, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it.